Guys, do you understand how powerful this is? Hello everyone, my very dear audio friends around the world. Welcome back to my studio, Warsaw, Poland, to my humble YouTube channel. Guys, the day has come. Today, I'm gonna show you my new Polybrute 12 that I promised you for the last, I don't know, month. Because as you can remember from this particular vid, I was considering acquiring a new flagship synth. And I had Udo on my list, I had Oberheim, I had Moog. I was even considering Third Wave, which is a bit too expensive as for my wallet right now, but finally I went for Arturia. Why? Because calling it a flagship is actually an insult. It's so deep, it's so immense, versatile, that it's a whole fleet of things coming together. That's seriously it. It's a flagship plus the whole fleet. And I'm in love with it, actually. And today, I'm gonna tweak this beast for you so that maybe you feel somehow inspired and you consider this thing one day, because it's absolutely worth it. Of course, as always, if you think this channel is a cool place, if you like my studio and my videos, please consider subscribing somewhere here down in the corner, getting notified, liking this vid, commenting on it down below so that I know what is your flagship or generally your fleet of synthesizers. Do you like my patch? And what do you think generally about Polybrute 12? Yeah, let's go. All right, my people, here we go. The sound has been initialized. And we're gonna run through mainly everything that the synth offers, but it's so actually vast, even maybe overwhelming, that I'm gonna try at least to make it reasonably short. We're gonna run through oscillators, mixer and filters, envelopes, LFOs, modulation matrix here, which is like the highlight of the synth for me. Then digital effects section, maybe we're gonna use some sequencing or ARP, I don't know, we'll see. And of course, as always, patch from scratch, the best way to test any synth, I believe. Let's go with VCO number 1. It's a Brute series VCO, so it's constructed a bit different. The wave shape tweaking, the metalizer function, it's a bit different than in any other synth, analog or digital, that I know. And here I can make it sawtooth to triangle or sawtooth triangle to square. So actually, like this, I can get a mix of every waveform that's here. Of course, pulse gonna have pulse width modulation, like this. And maybe we're gonna go with this blend of waves and metalizer, which normally, let's put it like this, works only for triangle wave. Yeah, it's not any digital FM stuff. This is all purely analog. But if you tweak the menu and you take synth voice and then VCO, 5 metalizer mode, legacy triangle, or 2 all waves, now I can metalize all waves, and this is really cool. Yeah, that's, let's say, what I want from VCO number 1. And I can put it to Steiner-Parker filter or ladder or both filters. I can route it like this. For now, let's leave it to the ladder. We're gonna get to the filter in a second. Let's engage oscillator number 2 while decreasing the volume of oscillator number 1. And here I got tuning by 7 semitones. I wish it was the full octave, not 7 semitones, but it's 7 semitones. And here, I've got a sub. And also, while going into settings and going VCO, Then I'm gonna go sub-level mode, crossfade or level. And now I can mix the sub with the wave. I mean, not crossfade, but add the sub to my signal. Yes. Frankly, it already sounds somehow cool, and we just barely scratched the surface. I can sync oscillator 2 to oscillator 1. Let's not use this, but FM from oscillator 2 to oscillator 1. That would be something cool. Nice oscillating dirt of some kind appears, and actually I do like it. Yeah. And now, filter frequency modulation. I can use oscillator number 2 to modulate the filter frequency of filter number 1, Steiner-Parker, or noise to filter number 2, and that's gonna be cool. Yeah. Cool, dirty sound. And somehow we got to the filter. And we're gonna choose and tweak both. They can be serial, parallel, or anything in between, which already gives you so many possibilities that what you just have here, guys. Let's make the filters go in series. And I have an idea actually how to tweak this using some LFOs. But first, let's get to the VCF and VCA envelopes. And I'm gonna reset them to this, but I'm gonna sync it. Now I've got something that lets me work further, and what I would do now is I'm not going to use mod envelope for now, but I will set some LFOs and I will modify the cutoff of filters, and now maybe that's the time to grab some of this crazy good, insanely ingenious modulation matrix, where each row can be your modulation slot. And here are your modulation sources, my friends, and this is seriously crazy. Let me just save this preset. And now let's switch to modulation. And I have 4 pages of modulations possible, as you can see. And each page contains 8 slots for parameters, and you do it like this. To choose the parameter, that's gonna be this cutoff, and I want to steer this cutoff with actually not VCF, but LFO here. LFO 1 to Steiner cutoff, and the amount goes here. Yeah, and now LFO2 is going to be set a bit different, maybe rate of this LFO will be set different. Let me go to the settings, LFO2 sync division, binary, triplet, or dotted. Let's go for dotted. And same retrigger, and let's make this thing yeah, weird, crazy sound already. I love it. Now, so this is the shortest run through modulation matrix, like seriously the shortest possible. Now, let's go to the effects section and let's add a bit let's keep it chorus. And maybe now delay time. Yeah, like this. I'm not gonna sync this delay. Making it slightly out of sync is actually cool, and reverb. Just a bit of long. Cool, but you know what? Let's use also LFO 3, but let's make it very slow. And let's make the curve, well, let's keep a triangle. And actually this is cool with this LFO. I can seriously tweak its shape in quite a specific, very custom way. And now, my friends, this synth is multi-timbral, bi-timbral, single layer or split. We're gonna keep it in layer, and polyphony, we're gonna keep it poly. We're not gonna change wheel and morphe controller settings. We're not gonna touch aftertouch settings, but now we can morph between two layers. But this morph is not like blending two layers in a mixer. It's transforming actually the parameters of layer 1 smoothly to go into layer 2, and having it like this, you're gonna have pure layer 2 included in your sound. And as you can see, it also works when you're in single mode. And our layer B right now is simply this, and morphing already gives us new sound, completely something else. But you know what? I'm wondering about something quite different. I want to tweak this layer a bit different. And when I switch to morph, I can edit layer B right now. And I'm thinking about like this. And now let's use cool warbling, really rich, crazy sound. Yeah. Yeah. What if yes, more like this. And now let's blend. Guys, do you understand how powerful this is? Let's switch to both layers mixed, maybe. I liked it quite here, I have to tell you, maybe a bit like this. This is what I like most. And we didn't even get two. Morphing pad. This controller ribbon that is not assigned to anything, plus mod wheel, plus pitch rail, plus polyphonic aftertouch, which makes it an expressive dream, actually. And for those of you who think this machine is capable only of producing drones or pads, because I've seen a lot of opinions on the web leaning towards this fact. It's not a fact that you can only do pads with it or drones with it. Let's run very quickly through some presets so that you know it's not true. All this and much more is possible with this machine. How long will this video go? I have 55 raw material, 55 minutes of raw material. I'm gonna try to edit it all out. I'm emotionally so inside this machine. I love it already so much. And I couldn't recommend it more. Let's try to sum the things up. That's exactly what I mean. Calling this synthesizer a flagship doesn't seem legit, like it's not enough to call it a flagship, especially that this is an analog synth, not mentioning the effect section and the digital control over modulation matrix. All this comes from an analog synth, and in the analog world, being so versatile, letting you do so much stuff, I mean, this is mad, and I'm in love with this synth. It can sound like whatever, like anything, and all can be done really on the highest, most beautiful, fat, aggressive, soft, whatever, you name it, level. That's why I'm definitely happy with my purchase. And this thing is going to serve me for many, many years to come, I suppose. And also I have a feeling that it can become a classic one day, meaning that it's gonna gain on its value when it's gonna be one day. Hopefully the day will come in many, many years. It's gonna gain on its value. It's gonna be worth a fortune one day. Probably, that's my feel about this synthesizer. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this short presentation. And I hope to hear from you very, very soon down below in the comment section. Take care. Bye.